Hello, good morning, everyone. Today we are going to have a welcome Mumbai Mahanagarpalika Corporation, Municipal Corporation, Online Education, Statewide Online Education Presents. I'm your co-host, Sailin Angaonkar, Worli CPS Municipal Secondary School. I'm starting your English subject, uh, which is for very important, your 10th standard. We are having a preparation. Today's our topic is SSC board exam preparation, and I hope we had last time first part which we have completed, and now we are continuing the same thing as we are having our exam board paper. So let's start with me. Yeah, we had seen the format of exam paper last time, section 1 to 4. So now today we are going to start with the section 5th and 6th. Section 1 we had seen language study, second textual passages, which is your scene passages, and section 3 your poetry section. Fourth one was unseen passage, that was non-textual passages. And section 5 is your writing skills, which we are going to see in briefly. And the section C, we are having a creative writing. Altogether, you will be getting a 25 marks, and almost it covers your 40% of marks in your exam board paper if you attempt this question. It's very important. Actually, these sections are very important for you, as board exams can give you a sleepless nights and day, but the hard work put into coming out of flying colors is worth when we end with the result. Each one aspires to score more merit or distinction in their exam, but not all can reach the highest pedestal. I think so. The levels of stress and pressure remain high during board exam. Around the result time will come when you come to know how much hard work you have put down in that. Surviving in board exams is no less in quest, but primarily knowing how to survive is it very important. So here we thought to reduce your stress by presenting some wonderful hacks which can help you overcome the tension and stress related board exams. And stress related board exams which we are going to see, where you'll be having a little bit additional proficiency. See, you'll be having a board paper which we already put down. This paper, this is the page which we took from the paper, board paper. And I told you as per section 5th, writing skill, where you get 2 topics. That is your letter writing. Letter writing, you're having a formal and informal letter. First, we are going to see the formal letter. Imagine you are Dipesh Disha Shastri, residing at JM Road, Shivaji Nagar, Pune. Attempt any one letter based on the given advertisement. Blood donation camp. Donate blood, save lives. Blood means life, a noble work. Higher requirement can bring smile on many faces. These all points which you can put down in your letter. So even they have given you address also, whichever address is they told to write, you have to write that only. So we'll see how the letter will be going to be written down. First, formal letter. I have some tricks for you before we are writing the letter. As we have seen in activity sheet, both formal letter and informal letter, information for guidance will be given along with the question. They have already given information regarding that. You have choose the write any one of the letter which by using block format. Use the names and addresses mentioned in the question. I already told you, you have to write whatever name and address is given for your letter, the information which you are given for letter. For writing formal letters, 2 addresses are required. One is your own and other is of person you are writing. So you require 2 addresses. The one is given for you. The salutation has to be very formal. Formal letter. Sir, madam, dear madam, respected sir, madam. Subject The most important aspect of the content has to be highlighted in the subject. As the subject is written down, which actually conclusion of your letter. By subject only come to know what the letter is about. The reader immediately knows that the letter is what about. The language and the tone are used for such letters must be very formal, to the point, respectful. The main body of the letter consists of three paragraphs giving details or asking for information. End of the letter is with respect to subscriptions such as yours faithfully, yours sincerely, yours truly, etc. If letter is to an official to whom you have to confirm your identity, then end off with your truly. So it is actually they have given you the such little bit tricks for how to write the formal letter. And here we are having the answer for that letter. Deepesh Disha Shastri, JM Road, Shivaji Nagar, Pune, 2nd March 2019. The Secretary, Lion Club, Pune. So here first address is your address and they are writing for the Secretary, Lion Club. And the subject is letter to request to enroll for blood donation camp in Gokuldham Society. So whatever the information is given with basis of that, and even you can additionally add some point, some addresses, some name as per your requirement. So we have started like this. Then with the help of further points, we can expand this letter. With due respect, I, Deepesh Disha Shastri, the resident of Gokuldham Society, request you to enroll your name in the blood donation camp that we are organizing for the blood bank group. The camp is on 5th March 2019 at FC Road, Pune, and the timing is from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Although we know that you are bound in a very busy schedule, it's humble request from all of us if you find some time to attend the camp and be a part of this good cause. So its language is very legible and it should be a little bit formal because we are writing some institution. Okay. Hope you will consider my request and reply in positive terms. Thanking you, anticipation. Yours truly, Deepesh Disha Shastri, committee member, Gokuldham Society. So in this way, you can end up your letter. So this is for formal letter. I think so. You understand the formal letter and will proceed on the informal letter now. Informal letter is actually they have given you the same address, same thing everywhere, and you just have to put down, write a letter to your friend Manisha, appealing him or her to donate generously. Tell him or her importance of blood donation. This is for your friend. You are going to write for friend. So informal letter we are having here. Now, see, student, I wanted to tell you some important points. You get much ample time for your fun. Your exams gets over after your exam. So better you concentrate now, jot down whatever teacher is given you, jot down all the points, necessary concepts, write in your notebook about the same in your notebook. Clear any doubts, whatever you related the topics, explain when you are in class. This all will save your time and you'll not feeling lost later on. Okay, so better you pay attention here and concentrate with your all the studies. So here we are having an informal letter, 26 Rose Villa, Bandra West, 53 Darshan Apartment 4, 8 March 2021. See, first is your address and the second is your friend address. So both the address are actually the residential address. It is not any organization or any institutional address. Now the letter is started like, dear Manisha, hi, hope you are fine. How is everyone at home? I know I am writing to you after a long time as even I was busy in exam preparation. So you are having a very informal language, like you are talking with him on phone or like something. So in this way, I'm writing this letter to share some information about blood donation, which I have been doing since 2 years. So that is also given. He is trying to convey that her friend Donating is the speciality of Indian culture, and as many of us donate several things, one donating blood is one of them. So we are having a donation here, donating something or donating blood. Donating blood does not impact your body and this negative mindset of people. In fact, donating blood is good for health as our human body produces fresh blood regularly. As you know, these days, there are a lot of accident cases and emergencies where people need blood. We all come together and help few of them. So the particular person is try to convince or try to telling him in very informal way how it is important to donate your blood. Okay. Our society is organizing blood donation camp on 5th March 2019 at FC Road, Pune. The timing is 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So I want you to participate in this blood donation camp and donate blood. Be a part of this good cause. Remember the date, time, and venue mentioned. Please give my regards. So regards to uncle and aunt. Give my love to Sonu, Dipesh, or Disha. So you can end up with like this, and this is your informal letter. So both the letter you can see, you can choose one of the letter in between. And next question for B, question number 6B1 is for dialogue writing. So we'll see that also. This is also your question from question paper. Draft an imaginary dialogue between a scientist and Ritesh Ruta about the importance of developing scientific attitude. You can use the following point. Helps to fight against social evil, develops rational and logical thinking, helps to understand latest technology for betterment of humanity, strengthens economy. So student, you need to choose your optional question with care. Usually few questions in exams are provided with internal choices. So when you are given the option to choose your question, firstly read them carefully. Not once, but twice. At least you read twice and create a mental picture of how you will going to attempt this question or how to answer this question. In this way, you can have imaginary answer for that question. In this manner, you will be in better position to analyze your knowledge surrounding a particular question and cross off your doubts. So in this way, you can start with your question, answering your question, no, very easy when you are writing your answer for that. Okay. So we are having a dialogue between Ruta and scientist for your scientific attitude. Ruta, hello sir, good morning. Scientist, good morning Ruta. Ruta, I am glad that I have got this opportunity to speak to you today so that your student can know more about the world of science. Scientist, I would love to share my knowledge and experience with you all. Ruta, sir, students these days are more aware about scientific knowledge and they are developing scientific attitude due to which they are not superstitious, but there are still people who believe in all this. How can we make them understand? So it's very formal, informal type of communication dialogues where you have to put down all the related points and communicate like in this way and put down in dialogues. Okay. Scientists, science given reason and proper justification for all the superstitious activities. For example, cutting off nails during night time is ancient time was not allowed as it was dark and there were possibilities of people getting hurt, but superstitious people gave all other reasons. So science gives proper reasoning to all of these and develops rational and logical thinking in people. Ruta, got your point, sir. There are a lot of updates and advancement in technology and people are misusing it. So how can we change this, especially in students? They are discussing the thing. Okay. Scientist, science is a boon as well as curse for the people. It's in our hand how we want to use it. Science has developed various latest technology which can be utilized in its best way and simplify life. Example, mobile phones are created for easy connectivity and access to several apps and information for the people. Ruta, science has shown many great inventions and achievements in the field of medicines. Also, we would like to know more about it, sir. She is giving some questions and the scientist is answering all the questions. Okay. Scientist, yes, you are right that majority science was developed to serve humans with their illness and to decrease the death rate due to various diseases. If you see in the field of medicines, science has developed medicines even for the disease which were once not curable like TB, cancer, etc. And we are still working further to cure diseases like HIV, etc., which is a concern. Ruta, that's really great, sir. Though we know that science is always judged and misinterpreted by several people, but we still have many people who always think scientifically and then follow it. So do you think science is for the betterment of humanity? Okay. So in this way, we can have all the communication between scientist and Ruta. Now we are going to turn with the next question. That is your interview question. Just hold on. Yeah. Imagine you are the monitor of class. You are asked to conduct an interview of a famous singer. Frame a set of 8 questions with the help of the following points. So student, we are having question number 6A, where you are having 2 options, formal letter and informal letter, that we have done. So one of the letter you have to write, okay, for 5 marks. And then second B, again you have 2 options, that is one is for your dialogue writing and the B2 is for second interview question. So here also you have 2 options. See, in creative writing, in writing skill, you are having many options and having many places to perform yourself. So don't skip this activity. You have to and have to attempt this because it's really going to add on your marks. Whatever you are writing, your experience or whatever you are thinking, it's everything is acceptable. So to the point, actually you need to attend this question, and the 5 marks at least you are going to get 4, 3 or even 5 also if you are writing proper way and proper with the help of all the points and everything. So you will be having dialogue writing or interview question. So here we'll be seeing another option. Imagine you are the monitor of the class. You are asked to conduct an interview of famous singer. Frame a set of 8 questions with the help of following points. Everywhere you are having some or other points have been given. With the help of that point, you have to elaborate all the time. Okay. Early life and education, interest for this particular field, guru or mentor, awards, achievements, future plans and advice to youngster. So here they have given you point. With the help of point, you can ask question. You prepare questionnaire for that. Okay. Good morning, sir. It's a big day for me as I have got this chance to interview you today, which I had always dreamed about and know more about. So what he is going to see in interview, we are having a questionnaire here. What inspired you to become a singer? What is your teacher and your role model? When you received Filmfare Award last year, how did you feel? You don't have to write down the answer here. They are only questions because you are taking interview. What was your family's reaction when you received an award? At least you need to complete 10 or more questions so that you can get 5 marks. Okay? So student, you don't limit out with this, end up with your 10 or less than 10. At least 10 or more questions you have to write here. What's your opinion about the modern musical age? What preparations you have to do before any recording or concert? It's been how many years you are into singing? What hardships do you face in this field? Have you had any memorable experience that you would like to share with us? Okay, so all the point which we have seen is covered in this question. According to you, what qualities a good singer possess? What's your success mantra? Would you like to give any message to your fans or upcoming artists? Okay, thank you for being with us on the show. Wish you luck and success. So you need to start with something, hello, good morning, and even you have to end up because you are talking with a person, you are taking an interview, and it should be in like that way only. All right. Now we are having a question number 6, information transfer. See, student, I wanted to tell you one more thing. When you are having a, you are reading your textbook, revise that using your reference book. With the help of reference book, you can expand your ideas. So not only textbook, you need to read some reference book also. Textbooks are actually great source of your learning, all the things. Before you go on referring for other notes and guides, it is necessary to read some through the textbook. First, you need to read some textbook. Often student gives stepmotherly treatment to textbook opening. Then only when you take it into the college and you take only for exam. So that actually textbook is first your important source of your learning. It's actually ultimate gem, which when you understand well can prove to be a great tool for your gaining good score into exam. So always better you start with your textbook and take help of some reference book. Okay. So information transfer is nothing but you will be having some non-verbal to verbal and verbal to non-verbal type of question. Here also you have two options. So A1, the first verbal to non-verbal. Read the following information and prepare a pie diagram for the same. So you, with the help of this example, this paragraph, you need to draw pie diagram. Annual water uses in Maharashtra. Water is life. It is a survival solvent and an important resource. The annual uses of water differs in various sectors of Maharashtra. The major occupation of Maharashtra being agriculture, the maximum amount of available water is used for irrigation, that is 86%. The distance following place 7% is contributed by domestic sector, including drinking, washing, cooking, etc. There is a close competition of other sectors which is not far away with 6% uses of water. One of the key factors which plays an important role in the development of a nation is industrial sector. The consumption of water by industrial sector is very negligible, which is 1%. We know energy sector plays a vital role in the development of a nation. In this sector, the use of water is almost nil. If we try to observe its place in the chart, we do realize that it holds 0% uses and is yet to open its account. See student, we are having all the percentage given how much water is annually used in Maharashtra. So I think so better you put down all the percentage first so that you can, it is easy for you to put down in your pie diagram. So this is one of the important tip for you. Now I'll having some more interested tips here. In verbal to non-verbal, you will be given one or two paragraphs which you have to convert into a required non-verbal form, like a table, graph, tabular data, etc. Your answer should consist of few words that include all the points given in the paragraph. Read the paragraph carefully, pick out the points that you have to use in the diagram table. I already told you, pick out the points, put down the points. It is very important to understand what is expected in the answer. Actually, that point, that number has to be mentioned in your answer. Okay. Use a pencil to draw the outline and format, layout, whatever you're putting down, plotting down, pie diagram, chart, or some kind of another table. Write the answers using a pen, but you have to put down the answer with the help of pen. Do not add any points of your own beside the information given. So very important tip, you need to cover all the points, whatever given in your question paper. It's not useful to add on your points. Okay, so here the pie diagram already drawn, and the percentage is also gets very easy when you have your percentage score numbers. You have to write down name also for that percentage, 86% for irrigation, 1% industry sector, 5% other sector, 7% domestic sector. So within a 2 or 3 minutes, you can draw this and easily you can get 5 marks for this. So student, it's very easy when you attempt this kind of questions. Understood? Now that we are having a non-verbal to verbal. In non-verbal to verbal, you will be given non-verbal information in the form of notes, flow chart, graph, pie charts. You are expected to write a paragraph of about 100 words based on this information. 100 words means 10 lines. Don't worry about when it is 100 or 200 words. It's actually converted 10 to 20 lines. Okay. You are expected to cover all the given information points in a logical manner. Give a title to your paragraph. See, it's very important. You have to put down your title. It will give you some marks for this. Okay. Here, you have a non-verbal to verbal table is given. Observe the following table and transfer the information into a paragraph. State-wise distribution of urban and rural population in India. States is given, population in million is given, rural and urban population is divided. Maharashtra, 560 for urban, 410 is for, 560 is for rural and 410 is for urban. Gujarat, 320, 190. Madhya Pradesh, 440, 160. Chhattisgarh, 170, 40. Andhra Pradesh, 550, 210. Karnataka, 350, 180. So all the information in front of you. Now you're starting your writing paragraph. See, first of all, you understand this is for your population based paragraph. So you have to put down a title. So any title you can give, I have given here population in India. The table represents state-wise distribution of urban and rural population in India. The first one is the table in Maharashtra, where rural population is 560 million, whereas urban population is 410 million. See, student, with the help of only three, that is Maharashtra, 560, 410, three information, you have written down 2 sentences for this. Okay, so easily you can convert it into a paragraph. The next is Gujarat, where rural population is 320 million and urban population is 190 million. The next is Madhya Pradesh, where the rural population is more 440 million and the urban population is 160 million. Okay, everything is given in your table. You have to put down in your sentences, all in your paragraph. After Madhya Pradesh comes Chhattisgarh, where the rural population is 170 million and the urban population is lowest, that is 40 million. The next one is Andhra Pradesh, where the urban population is 550 million, but Maharashtra is still ahead, is in this, and urban population is 210 million. Okay. The last one is Karnataka, where the rural population is 350 million and the urban population is 180 million. So overall, if we see there is a variance in distribution of urban and rural population in different states of India, when compared Maharashtra has the highest rural and urban population, whereas Chhattisgarh has the lowest in both. So with the by information you come to know how much who is the highest and who is the lowest number, the state. So in that way you can put down the last line. So it is additional one line included in your paragraph. It's very easy. Okay. Now I think so you'll have a second option for this is speech writing. Okay, speech writing or view counter. So before that, I would like to tell you one more thing, students. you need to solve the previous year exam papers. Sometimes by solving the previous exam paper, you will get the idea how the question is coming. The biggest reason for student to get tense during board exam is the ambiguity, or that is a phobia inside regarding how the exam will be conducted, what will be the question asked in the paper, and how one will be able to solve the paper in time. So all this you are thinking about your paper is it will go when you solve the paper. Here in solving previous year papers will be of your great advantage actually. Not only one can comprehend how the question will be asked, but one can also prepare oneself. You can prepare for your exam with the preparation strategy and how they will manage to solve the paper in time. See, English subject paper or any language paper, you need to complete in time is very important. Even though you would like to attempt all the question, but your time is getting over. So how would you going to attempt all the question? So better from the starting only, as you in the first session also I have discussed with you all the writing skill and everything. You give some time that you attempt in time all the question. So later on, you'll get more time for your creative writing, your writing skill, answering all this type of question. Okay, so this is very important. You have to put down all your efforts to complete all this type of section. Speech writing, prepare a speech to be delivered for district level elocution competition. The subject given to you is how to live a happy and joyful life. So this is the subject. On the basis of this subject, how to live a happy and joyful life, you have to give the speech. Okay, by using following points: live in a stress-free atmosphere, daily meditation and exercise, be in company of cheerful people, take inspiration from great people. Okay, so these points need to be covered. See, there is a question number 6b. Two questions will be asked: draft speech and question on view and counter view, which we are going to see later on. You have to attempt any one of them where you get a 5 marks. Drafting a speech is actually, it's very easy. Your speech should be of about 100 words, that is in 10 lines. You should determine your topic for speaking and understanding the general and special purpose of your speech to meet the needs of your delivery. You should prepare your speech in order to compete you with the audience. Beginning and end of speech should be done in a proper manner. End with a thank you, like some type of words. You should not take more than 10 minutes to complete this writing skill. Ask a few questions, rhetorical questions for greater effect. Some question you can ask in between to give some effect of your speech. Okay. So answer for this question of your question. Good morning, friends. A very warm welcome to one and all present here. I hope that you all are enjoying your day so. I am ABC from grade 10th representing said XYZ High School. Here you don't have to mention your name or your school name or your address. So better you put down your ABC, XYZ. It's done. Okay. I'm very sure that each one of you want to achieve success in your life. And if I ask you what is more important for you, happiness or success, you would probably take a second to choose success as more important element of your life, which is good in way, but happiness is something that can be achieved even without being successful. So the person who is giving speech is stressed on the happiness because the topic is related with the happiness. Many people associate success with happiness and they feel that they can be happy only if they are successful. This shouldn't be the case because success is circumstantial and happiness is not. You can stay happy even if you don't own a big bungalow, huge car, or fat bank balance, etc. Even though you don't have this kind of things, you are happy. You can be happy. But the important thing is that you must first identify what makes you happy. Everyone is looking for happiness, but only very few people actually know what makes them happy in life. Even though life possesses various challenges and obstacles in life, you should always be prepared to accept and overcome those challenges. So, student, here they have having some tips like you need to overcome the problems. But as far as our happiness is concerned, there is no secret mantra for happiness, and so you must try to find out where your true happiness lies. Always remember that your life would always be what you make it. There are some basic rules which you must adopt if you want to stay happy and enjoy each and every moment of your life. The first and most important rule is to live in present. You might have failed in the past, but the best thing is to seek lesson from those and move forward, as whatever might have happened in the past cannot be changed in the present. Thus, there is no gain in lamenting over the past. In addition, future is unseen. You cannot be certain about the circumstances that are likely to occur in the future. So, the person is given you some tips also related happiness. Your willpower must be strong enough to make you achieve what you want to, but you shouldn't position your happiness what on that particular thing itself. It is important that you are flexible enough to compromise on certain things. Staying happy is everyone's right, but it solely depends upon people as to what exactly make them happy. Artificial or materialistic happiness is temporary, thus you must try to achieve the real happiness of your life. Thank you all for your valuable time. You need to put down thank you and all. Okay, children. So now you will turn to the another or type question. This is another option for your speech writing, that is counter view or view or counter view. Children should work to earn during vacations. This is your question. So children should work or not on the basis on that topic. You have to view on counter. See, there are some tips given here. Language should be formal. You can use exclamation and rhetorical, or you should think logically, express your views, counter views about the politely and firmly and convincingly. See, we have seen in the TV shows there is a views and counter views. So here you can use that point, some kind of things. Write in one paragraph 100 words. Give a suitable title for your paragraph. You should not take more than 10 minutes to solve this question. So don't do more wrote on that question. So student, upon this also you need to your some important tip is that your handwriting can be either fetch your marks or get it deducted. So always clean handwriting is easy to read, while a shabby or make it difficult for the examiner to understand. So ensure you maintain a sufficient and balanced space between each word. Be consistent with the handwriting, and from page 1 to last, do not overspace or squeeze 10 words in one same line. So overlap word may cause all the for your scores. Keep your paper neat and clean. Leave at least two lines in gap. So this all tips you need to attempt in your this kind of questions. Children should focus on education rather than earning. It's a topic. Actually, the children should focus on education. Children who are planning to work during their vacation be aware. Though it sounds interesting, but the impacts are not really great. Starting a professional life is everyone's dream, but they wait for the right time. Children who work during vacation might think that they are utilizing their time in a right way, but this is not the right time, kids. You need to use this time to learn some new course to enhance your skill and learning rather than only to causing the work that you would be doing. So in this way, you have to put down your views regarding that topic. Once a child starts earning, he cannot concentrate on future studies, which can impact him or her ahead, as education in today's time is very essential. Working only gives you knowledge about that field, but taking education helps to learn different skills and gives you better learning experience, which will be useful in future. So the person which writing the letter is, which writing this paragraph is putting all the points related child education. When a child starts earning, he might understand his responsibility, but not every child is same. Some of them misuse their money for bad habits, negative vibes, rhymes, etc. It may spoil their future, and even in the family might suffer irrelevance loss. Hence, children should first complete their degree, which grooms their personality overall, and then start their professional and correct age with maturity and qualification experience. Okay, so you have to put down your all the points. Now we are turning to the section 6, creative writing. Creative writing, you are again having two options, expand the theme and news report. So first we are going to see the expand the theme, nature, the best teacher. Here in expand the thing, I think so you just having a proverbs and all, or any topic is given 100 to 120 words. At least you need to complete. I'm giving you this example. We have written down the nature, the best teacher. William Shakespeare in this play, as you like it, has very potential said, tongue in trees, books in the running brooks, Simmons in the stones, and good in everything. It is quite true nature is the best teacher. So some quotes you have to write down, some quotes if you remember, some writer's name is remember. So you put down that for your expansion of idea. It will really impress your examiner. Okay, everything in the nature is so grand and flawless, perfect. The infinite galaxy, solar system, the sun, planet, earth, and infinite forms of life on planet earth are just mind-blowing. Nature teaches us all the life transforming lessons of greatness, beauty, patience, hard work, peace, renewal, abundance, generosity, kindness, acceptance, self-reliance, and many more. The sun teaches us to shine and give light to the world. The river teaches us message of determinedly moving on, overcoming all the obstacles and finding settled round rock ridden course. A man must also move towards his goal like a river or a brook. It is also to achieve his goal, his path may be full of obstacles, but the must keep moving like a river. So everything in nature it teaches us. So you have to put down all these examples in your expansion of idea. As the river starts its journey from high mountains on its way to the sea, it flows down many valleys, hills, shifts between many regions, flows by many villages, towns, and cities, passing under many bridges. Ultimately, it joins the sea. Similarly, man must pass by and overcome many obstacles before reaching his goal or destination. So, students, here you will be having your nature as our teacher. You have to put down this idea. Similarly, trees teaches us to give everything to the world, and people flowers teaches us to spread aroma of our good deeds. In conclusion, we can say that nature is the best teacher for anything and everything we wish to learn. We must develop the ability to read the invaluable lesson from nature. Okay, so in this way they have expanded your idea. Now you, if you don't want to write expansion of idea, you can write down your news report. For this, another option is given. Prepare a news report based on the following headline: 14 child laborers were rescued from the firework factory. So news, while writing news report, you need to give an account of some event program happening based on the given headlines or other way. The language used for the report should be formal, should resemble the way newspaper report is written. You have you read the newspaper, now how the report has been written down. Just check it, just practice that type of reports. The report must contain byline, headline, and proper body. The report should be precise and factual. The report has to be concluded properly. So here we are having one tagline, that headline of your report writing. 14 child lepers were rescued from firework factory. So headline, you put down like a headline and then start with your date and place. 18th February, Gujarat. The team of the social defense officer raided the firework factory in a Shamnagar area of the city on the Thursday and rescued 14 child laborers. Social Defense Department raided a quarter on the premises of Rajkot Fireworks Factories Union Limited. RFFU is the full form of this, Rajkot, popularly called Classy Fireworks, and rescued 11 child laborers from their own Thursday. Acting on a tip of a team led by Kanak Singh Jhala, Social Defence Officer (SDO) of Rajkot district, raided a residential quarter on the premises of Classy Fireworks at around 10:30 a.m. So exactly the way that that news has been got happened. Sorry, you need to give in that way. The team rescued total 19 neighbors from the quarter while around 50 others managed to run away. On verification, it was found that 14 of the 18 rescued laborers were child laborers while the remaining 4 were found to be adult. We had the intelligence that out of 70% working in the packaging unit of Classy Fireworks, 33 were child laborers who were children between the age group of 11 to 14 years. After getting concentrated evidence, we undertook an operation to rescue these child laborers. However, half of them ran away after being instructed by their employers. As we approached the factory, Jhala told the Indian Express, a child below the age 14 years employed in certain occupation or hazardous process is called child labor. Okay, the rescued laborers were working with a machine in packaging unit, a firework factory, which is harmful to their health and hazardous to working in shifts of night 8 hours. Working with machines put these child laborers at the risk of injuries and other hazards. SDO added Kush Sinha, chairman of Classy Fireworks, said the factory had not directed employed this. So in this way, you can complete your report writing. Okay, now you'll be having a B question number 6B, developing a story narrating experience. Here you have again 2 options. One is you are developing a story, give suitable title, 80 to 100 words, and you have to end up the story with the and that's how he got inspired to avoid the use of plastic. So basically this line should come after you are writing whole story. Your story should be your imaginary or whatever your experience. So here they're having some tips. I think so. You click this for your understanding. We'll just start with the story as such. Developing a story, narrating the experience. It's about 2 years back. My friend Sam went to the beach and was enjoying beachside with his family members. So he's writing his all the experience. Later, the kids who were his cousins requested him to play with them. So they all were playing volleyball and few kids were making sandcastle while playing when the ball was thrown in the sea and they went searching for balls. Suddenly they saw a huge turtle restless, bleeding and making sound as if he is crying for help. They all stopped searching the ball and took the turtle at the shore. When they checked, there was a metal thin coil stuck inside his nose and all plastic wrapped inside his mouth and his nose. They tried removing the plastic and the metal coil, but it was painful and the nose of turtle was bleeding. Yeah. Team to help the turtle. After the team came, they took the turtle to the animal hospital and he was taken care of. Looking at the turtle's painful situation, my friend made his family members understand that how harmful plastic is for nature and its flora and fauna. And that's how he also got inspired to avoid the use of plastic. See, students, how we have used this last line for your whole story. So in this way, you have to write down your story. Then the next option for story, if you don't want to write the story, you can use your another option, that is narration. It was Sunday and I was enjoying the latest movie in the theater with my parents. This you have to start with this. So here we having all the narration. It was Sunday. I was enjoying the latest movie in the theater with my parents. It was planned. I remember it was their 25th anniversary, but pretend as it forgot their anniversary and didn't wish them. So all the narration, whatever happened in the day, the story writer, the narration we have put down here, and we can complete it. Our all the questions in your board exam. See, I wanted to tell you one more thing, student, that you need to complete it in time and check your paper twice at least. Answer all the question and give your positive response for your paper. Implementing above mentioned techniques properly while writing your answer will surely help you score optimum marks in your SSC board exam. Also, it will help you completing your paper on time. Most importantly, remember to be positive, calm, and give your best. without worrying too much about result. In addition, following all the above norms, ensure to take full care of your health, because if you are no health, there can be a no luck too. Sleep in time and eat healthy food. Do not stay awake in the night, as it will give you a more tired and reduce your concentration. So I think so you have understood all the things, all the questions. I hope you're going to score more marks in your English subject paper. All the best to all of you. Thank you so much for listening. Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Kekasha, you're raising your hand. Unmute yourself. No, she's not asking anything. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, students.
Thank you so much.